increasingly, Senator Cormier. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Speaker, welcome, Minister, to the Senate. Minister, considering that the Constitution guarantees a equal representation of regions in the Senate, and that you have even said that it's essential to represent minority language communities in the Senate. As well, there is a constitutional right for francophone and Acadian communities to be representative in the Senate. New Brunswick has experienced inequality between the north and southern parts of our province, and Senator McIntyre has not been replaced since 2019. Restigouche and Baie-des-Chaleurs in New Brunswick do not have representation here in the Senate. Given all this, when will the Government of Canada appoint a francophone senator from New Brunswick to represent the interests of this region? Minister LeBlanc. Mr. Speaker, through you, thank you, Senator Cormier, for your question. I'd like to applaud the important work that you do for francophone minorities across the country, and especially for our dear francophone compatriots in New Brunswick. I completely share your concern about the representation of minority groups here in the Senate. I believe that we're on the point of announcing new senators. Obviously, I learned a long time ago in politics that you don't speak on your boss's behalf. So I can't comment on these appointments, but I can tell you that in discussions with the Prime Minister, I can tell you that he's very sensitive to the constitutional points that you've raised. As for geographic matters and issues in our province, well, we could discuss these for a very long time. I think linguistic balance is very important in New Brunswick. I think it could be possible to make adjustments with regard to proportional representation geographically and linguistically speaking. I'm not saying that the appointments will be delayed. However, this linguistic issue is an important one. The geographic one is as well. We'll see what happens when the appointments are announced.